Hello guys, TompaBanana here. So I wanted to talk about animated drawings a little bit more. The website where you can take one of your drawings or one of your kids' drawings and make it animated. So I've been trying it out a little bit, and I've used it to make some funny looking characters, or used some of my older drawings, and I made some drawings in Photoshop. So for example, I animated a fat bird, and I can show you some of the animations here. So it's, for example, boxing looks like this, and joyful jump you can take. Yeah, you can see that it works. And maybe some dance move, hip-hop dancing. So depending on which figure, of course, I think it looks kind of all right, because there's not much energy to put in yourself. You can just upload the image and choose the animation, and the program does the rest. The only thing is that I wished I would have thought about, uh, especially when doing the animated drawings or the digital drawings in Photoshop, is that, for example, well, I can show you Brandon here, the character I call Brandon. I made him. The easiest way I figured to use the program is to make the character in a T pose like this. I feel like that's the easiest to get it to work with the program. So this is Brandon, and as you can see, he's got the white hair, and that's a problem because and the same with the skin is too white, and the shirt. Because if you want to make these animated figures and put them in, for example, like remove like a green screen effect, remove the background, it gets sort of hard to remove the background without removing other white parts. So I would recommend not using anything white in the picture, or either for example, I'm using Camtasia, which is a kind of limited program to use for removing or making green screen effects. So if you have something more advanced, you could probably have the program just like in Photoshop, you could probably just mask the outline of the character really easy, because if it's for example, like I made in these programs, or in this drawing, you can see that it's black outline, so it's very easy for example, this AI program, it's very easy for the AI program to see where the character is. But yeah, I think it's sort of a fun, neat little program that I've been using a little bit more. So I'm making these little characters. And if you want a white background, it doesn't really matter. You can just have them as is, because even if you remove the background in Camtasia and it removes this, if you have a white background, then yeah, it doesn't really matter, because the figure will look the same. And why you should remove the background is, of course, if you want more characters in, or if you want, because otherwise there will be a square in the animation if you use a other background. So yeah, also had this ghost thing. So I've been drawing some figures. I think it was mostly 2019, just silly drawings. And I really love doing these, like for example this can coming to life, like cartoony figures. Also made Mr. Rump, which is Ronald Rump. And he also works okay. Not perfect, of course, but the first Mr. Rump was this one with his eyes open, but I later changed to this. And you can see I straighten out the arms because it looks kind of weird when you input it like this in the program. So it's easier to have it as a T-pose. Also made this little pink figure, and you can see his arms are, one of his arms are see-through, but you can change that in the program if you just add some, if for example his hands are white, so you can just add some white in the picture. I had to do that with the character Brandon, so I just forgot to do that with this pink figure. It of course is the easiest if they have both arms and legs and a head. For example, this will not be that good, so I'm just gonna add some legs and some arms, so it has some, like the T-pose. For example, this doesn't work because it doesn't have the legs, so it's sort of bending the flower pot too much, so it looks kind of weird. And these leaves getting stuck with the hand, so yeah, make sure your hands and legs are not touching anything else in the picture. For example, don't let them touch the head, because then it will look weird. So the T-pose is the best version. So yeah, I have had a lot of fun with the program, and I'm gonna make more and more of these little animations because they are kind of fun to use. I'm using some of them in my YouTube gaming videos, like for example in the end, if I want some people to subscribe, I have started using them as please subscribe and a silly figure jumping around. Yeah, I don't know if it's bad or not, but I think it's kind of funny, so yeah, I'm gonna keep using them. And I also made this crazy clown. As you can imagine, I have some weird stuff living in my brain. So yeah, just wanted to show you. So yeah, I think that will be it for today. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.